Insurrection Act looms. Trump signals willingness to escalate military. As tensions continue to escalate in California, a word is resurfacing in the corridors of power in Washington, sowing alarm even in Republican ranks: the Insurrection Act. Enacted in 1807, this more than two-century-old law allows the President of the United States to deploy the army on national territory in the event of rebellion, obstruction of law enforcement, or major civil disturbance. Used sparingly throughout history, barely 30 times, notably during the 1992 Los Angeles riots, or to guarantee school integration in the segregated South, it now represents a legal weapon of formidable power. True to his provocative style, Donald Trump is increasingly open about the possibility of using it. Questioned at a press conference in Dallas, he declared, "If they want insurrection, they'll get it, and I will use every means at my disposal to restore order." While no official decree has yet been signed, his statements are seen as a clear signal the president could activate this device at any time, bypassing the governors and freeing himself from constitutional limits. For many constitutional law experts, this threat is less legal than political. For the Insurrection Act, although still in force, remains vague in its definition of insurrection and therefore offers almost total power of interpretation to the president. In other words, if Trump deems the demonstrations in California to constitute rebellion, he can legitimately order a military occupation without going through Congress or local authorities. An extremely dangerous precedent, according to several law professors interviewed by The Atlantic and Politico. This temptation to use force is reminiscent of the events of June 2020, when Trump, then president, threatened to invoke this same law during the Black Lives Matter protests, triggering an unprecedented frisson within the Pentagon. At the time, his own Secretary of Defense, Mark Esper, publicly opposed the move. But in 2025, the context has changed. Trump has surrounded himself with military and legal loyalists, less inclined to challenge his decisions. In California, this hypothesis is sending shockwaves. Governor Newsom, in his federal complaint, is already anticipating the potential activation of the Insurrection Act as a legal stifling strategy. He accuses Trump of seeking to bypass the federal system to establish direct management of recalcitrant states. The cities of San Francisco, Oakland, and Sacramento have announced legal protections in the event of prolonged military occupation. Activation of this law would place the United States in a disguised state of exception, without any state of emergency having been declared. This would create an unprecedented situation. A president justifying military intervention against civilians solely on the basis of his own interpretation of events. A slide towards a form of personal power that many compare to the beginnings of constitutionalized authoritarianism.